Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez went over the line with this awful attack on the Bible. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez stepped in it big time. The freshman Democrat has been a magnet for controversy ever since she won her election to Congress. But Ocasio-Cortez went over the line with this awful attack on the Bible. Americans are beginning to take notice of the left's uptick in anti-Christian bigotry. Presidential contender Kamala Harris claimed Catholics could not be judges. The media raced to smear the students from Covington Catholic High School after a professional Native American activist lied about them harassing him at the March for Life. Now Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez picked up the baton and is carrying on this awful tradition. Ocasio-Cortez has made fighting so-called man-made global warming one of her signature issues. The Brooklyn Democrat caused a stir when she recently told an audience that the Earth only had 12 years left before global warming destroys the planet. Millennials and people, Gen Z and all these folks that will come after us are looking up and we're like the world is gonna end in 12 years if we don't address climate change and your biggest issue is how are we gonna pay for it, Ocasio-Cortez stated at a Martin Luther King Jr. event in New York City. Commentators raked Ocasio-Cortez over the coals for her absurd comments. Backed into a corner, Ocasio-Cortez just dug herself even deeper. Ocasio-Cortez tweeted out Bible verses to claim that Jesus, too, would have supported the Soviet-style policies she supports where the government takes over the economy in the name of combating so-called man-made global warming. Ocasio-Cortez tweeted, Genesis chapter 1 God looked on the world called it good not once, not twice, but 7 times. Genesis chapter 2 God commands all people to serve and protect creation. Leviticus God mandates that not only the people, but the land that sustains them, shall be respected. Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who knows a thing or two about Scripture having been raised by Baptist minister Mike Huckabee, mocked Ocasio-Cortez for falsely trying to use the Bible to prop up socialist policies in the fight for a fake news hoax like so-called man-made global warming. I don't think that we are going to listen to Ocasio-Cortez on much of anything, particularly anything that we will leave into the hands of a much, much higher authority, Huckabee Sanders fired back in an interview with Fox News Channel's Sean Hannity. And certainly not listen to the freshman congresswoman on when the world may end. Of course, leftists like Ocasio-Cortez ignore the Bible's teachings on the sanctity of human life and the institution of marriage by supporting abortion on demand up to the moment of birth as well as having the government impose recognizing homosexual marriages. So their use of Scripture only gives their game away that A, they are not good faith actors and B, they don't believe a word of it. We will keep you up to date on any new developments in this ongoing story.